If you're not making passive income, but you've been trying to and it's not working for you, this video is going to help you understand exactly why it's not working for you, and it's going to tell you what to do. The focus of this video, or like the demographic of this video, is for my students who are in my passive income course. So this video is going to be the most helpful if you are a student of mine. But if you're not a student, that's fine. You're still going to get the diagnostic tool and kind of understand how it works. But just understand that if you don't even have a clue where to start with passive income, you're much better off starting with my course and then using this diagnostic tool to help you diagnose and refine what exactly you need to be focusing on. And again, like, it's totally normal to take a course and not see results right away. Like, I'm just going to be the first to say that is a typical process. And so I'm making this video because what I don't want to have happen is you start making you start trying to make passive income. You've actually started, and then it doesn't work right away, which is somewhat typical. And then you give up altogether and completely quit when all you needed to do is make some tweaking. And so that is my goal, and that is my intention for this video, is helping you understand and diagnose why you're not making the passive income you want to be making, and what to do instead. So in case you don't know me, my name is Maria Wendt. I've made almost $7 million in courses and digital products over the last 4 or 5 years. And I show people how I do this. And so we're diving into passive income diagnostic tool today here. And the first thing that you need to know is that if you are not making passive income on Instagram, it is likely because of 3 reasons. So it's one of these 3 reasons. And then we're going to break this tool down even further. See if I can zoom in here a bit, just make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, so if you're not making, this is my passive income diagnostic tool. The first bit is very simple, and then the rest of it's a little bit more of a deep dive. So we're gonna start with the simple part first. So there's 3 reasons you aren't making passive income on Instagram. A, you're not getting views. B, you're not getting comments. C, you're not getting sales. So the first thing, and they kind of go in order, right? So like, if you aren't getting a ton of views, don't even worry about comments or sales yet. If you aren't getting a ton of comments, don't worry about sales. We got to solve for the comments problem first. And so what you got to do as step 1 right now on this video is diagnose yourself. Okay, my problem is my reels really aren't getting a lot of views. Okay, let's fix that problem first. Or I am getting views, but I'm not getting comments. Okay, you're at stage 2. Or finally, you know what, Maria, I'm getting views and I'm getting comments. I'm just not getting sales, in which case we'll solve for that as well. So we're going to take it from the top here. We are going to pull up the you're not getting views, what to do. So if you're not getting views, there's a couple things you got to do. And basically this is done as a diagnostic. So you can see here, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We'll make this a little bigger. Okay. So if you're not getting views, you're going to work this tool from the top down. So, and you're going to answer these questions one by one in order. So like, don't even go on to step 2 before you've done step 1, if that makes sense. So, first question, are you posting consistently without missing one single time for 90 plus days? And I want to clarify here that it's not necessarily posting every single day, but consistently hitting the posting schedule you set. So if you said, I'm going to post 3 times a week, are you posting consistently 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever days you decided? Are you hitting your own content schedule? And have you done that consistently for 90 days or more without missing one single upload schedule? One time it resets. If no, that's your first thing you got to work on. Second thing, are you working to improve your content over time? Are you writing better hooks? Are you pushing yourself to create better video footage? Are you working on your own camera presence, saying less, saying like less, making direct eye contact with the camera? Are you choosing better content topics based on what performed best for you over the last week or 2? Are you working on your lighting? Your content you should constantly be looking at your top 10% of content and your worst 10% of content, cutting out the bottom 10%, doing more of the top 10%. And then are you experimenting with totally different styles of content, totally different styles of reels? My second most recent reel that I published, totally different style for me, but it's doing really, really well. And it's totally different. I was inspired by a piece of content I saw in a totally different industry, and I recreated it in my industry, and it's doing really, really well. So B-roll plus music, stitching, where you take content from someone else and you follow it up with some of your own content, following trends, if that's something you want to do, talking heads. If you've never done a talking head reel, that might be something to do. So your first stage, the first problem you got to fix is working on all of these. Speaking as a pro myself, the most important thing is you just hitting your content schedule. I can guarantee you that most of you watching this haven't even posted consistently for 90 days. Like you've been what's the word? Like lukewarm or lackluster or lackadaisical. I don't think any of those words are the exact one I'm looking for, but you have been so with it. And that's why you're getting so results. The Instagram algorithm will not prioritize an account that does not put content out consistently because they are looking for reliable content creators. So every time you start a content schedule and then you don't stick with it, you really hurt your account. First thing you could do, if you just did this one thing, you'd see a big difference in your views. Second stage, these are so beefy, they take a minute to load. If you're getting views but not comments. So I just want to clarify what we mean here by comments, okay? It's a call to action comment. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so a call to action or a CTA comment, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here before I get into all of this, because that would really suck to do all of this and then you guys not be clear on what I'm talking about. Although I will say, if you're a passive income student, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but on the off chance you're not, let me get this cameras going. There we go. Okay. So let me just make super clear. How do I pause? Okay, I just wanted to pull my Instagram up here. Okay, so let me give you an example of a very clear call to action here. Just telling the story. Comment a specific keyword down below to get my guide to making your products go viral. And then if we pull up ManyChat and search for that, I just want you to see this is part of what I teach in passive income. So if we search the word guide, and we just ignore the new funnel, scroll down here. Just ignore it. There's a lot going on, but this is what I want you to focus in on. So they comment the word guide on a post or reel, and then they get taken to a link. That is, if we go back to this guy over here, that is what we mean when we say if you're getting views but not comments. So if you're getting 10,000 views or 5,000 views or 1,000 views, but you're not getting comments, that's the next thing that you need to work on. You need to start working on getting comments. And I don't just mean any comments. I specifically mean these call to action comments where they're specifically asking for something specific, which is then taking them to a checkout page. I'll make sure that's super clear before I talk about what we're going to do. Are you asking for comments? The amount of students in my coaching group who say, oh, I'm getting views but not comments, or I'm not making passive income, but they're not even asking for comments like the way I do in this reel, where I say, comment guide down below. Like that's what you need to be doing. Very clear. Are you asking them to comment, or are you asking them to also DM? If you say comment or DM, you're going to get less comments, and you're also going to get minimal DMs. You have to be like, again, going back to this example, nothing in the caption except a very clear and very specific CTA, comment guide down below. Again, are you making sure the CTA is displayed prominently, not buried? Another thing that you guys will do, because it's rejection protection is what you guys are doing. You're worried nobody's going to comment, but you're fulfilling your own prophecy because you do things like bury the CTA in this big paragraph of text, and then you wonder why people didn't see it, and then you wonder why nobody comments. So you're so worried about not getting comments, you're actually doing the things that are not getting you comments. Switching up the keyword that they're supposed to comment. So I don't do guide all in a row. You'll see here, let's see. Let's find another one that I know has so here's a different one. Comment more to get the link to my free tutorial to get 3 passive income automations. Again, like the formula is the same. You see here, these captions look very similar. It's just a different keyword to switch it up, because you will get your consumers, your content consumers will get not pitch fatigue, but CTA fatigue, where they've seen the same call to action, CTA, over and over again, and they'll start to ignore it because they've seen it. So you got to switch up the keyword. Are you clearly communicating what they will get when they comment? So if we go to either one of those examples, comment more to get a link to the free tutorial to get 3 passive income automations. I see ones that I don't think are very good where it's like comment ready if you're ready to unlock your potential and have your best life. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. You should do like comment info if you want to get more info. Comment result if you're ready to lose 30 pounds. Like very specific what they're going to get when they comment, not like comment me if you're ready to start looking amazing. Like that's too vague. You got to have a specific thing that they're going to get when they comment. Are you giving them a no-brainer reason to comment? Meaning, is what they're going to get so sexy they can't help but comment? So again, that's a big one that I see you guys make, just some of my own students in the course, where you'll have them, you'll have like vague reasons for them to comment, or like not exciting reasons for them to comment. Like if you said something like comment, start if you're ready to start the journey of a lifetime and begin to get your health back on track. That feels so long. Who wants to comment to start it might take years, right? Like entrepreneurship does take years. Losing weight properly does take years. Building a good marriage does take years. But we live in such an impatient culture that you have to find that tiny bite-sized thing that they're going to get right now. So again, doing some examples with mine, comment guide to get a guide. That's not like the journey of selling digital products takes a long time. And I'm very upfront and transparent about that. But what people want is something bite-sized they can have right now, immediately, and they can get my guide to start immediately. And then finally, is the keyword itself relevant to the results that they will get? And I would say, side note, is the keyword something they want to actually comment? So there's something, she won't mind me sharing this because we joked about it in my group as well. She helps people with like, I think it's like gut health and gastrointestinal health, I think. And so she was having, and maybe we joked about her having to do, all I know is like if we were going to have her comment the word poop because you haven't pooped in 3 days and you want to start pooping, like who in the world is commenting that? Literally nobody. Okay. So is the keyword relevant to the result they will get? For example, comment explode if you're ready to explode your Instagram growth. And is the comment something that the keyword something that they're going to want to comment publicly, right? Remember that people can see your comments. Another student, she helps people get out of bad relationships. Well, you have to be really freaking intentional about how you're going to set that up, because if you comment like comment domestic violence if you're ready to get out of your domestically violent situation, that's a cluster for several reasons. So thinking through, okay, am I putting myself in the position of a potential customer who's going to be publicly commenting what's something that would feel relevant and what's something that would feel safe? These are things you need to implement. It's like 90% copywriting. You guys need to start working on your copywriting. That came up in my coaching group with my students earlier this week. We were doing coaching call. And I'm like, man, you guys need to start learning copywriting. And I'm going to start like teaching on it as well, just making videos or whatever, because I think it's especially for this particular part of the passive income diagnostic tool, so much of what we just taught here would be solved by learning to write the words the right way, by proper copywriting. So that's stage 2. Stage 3 is where it gets really beefy, because you're sort of working up the chain from like beginner, like getting views is beginner level. But then if you're getting comments but not sales, which is the most advanced of the 3, that's where you'll see here just the sheer like shit we got to do goes up. So I'll zoom in here and we're just going to take this bit by bit. So if you're getting comments like this, right, like these, but you're not getting sales, this is what we need to work on. So are you getting 30 comments a day or more? If not, just focus on getting 30 comments a day, because you don't even have the volume yet to get sales. So that's just stage 1, or like step 1 of this big third stage is just to make sure you're getting a minimum amount of 30 comments per day, because again, that's just like, you don't even have enough traffic coming to your page. Are you hitting the bare minimum sales page conversion rate? So one sale, let me put my phone in do not disturb mode here. One sale for every 100 checkout page views. Now, our average is 6 sales for every 100 checkout page views. Our highest performing pages are 25 sales for every 100 checkout page views. So we actually do better than the minimum, but at a bare minimum, are you hitting 1 sale for every 100 checkout page views? So if 100 people view your checkout page, you should be getting 1 sale. Second thing, are you getting 50 to 100 checkout page views per day? These are minimum targets we should be hitting. And a lot of people aren't hitting this. So then they think something is wrong or passive income won't work for them. You just don't know how much volume you actually need to get in order to make this a business. You don't know. You don't have the information, which is why I'm making this tool. So now you know you need to have 50 to 100 checkout page views per day at a minimum. This is minimum because again, if you do it's a very simple math. If you need 100 checkout pages for one sale, if you want to make a sale a day, you need 100 checkout pages per view as like a minimum. And then have you built your checkout page on Samcart? We really recommend Samcart. A lot of people use StanStore, but I think the conversion rate and just the overall customer checkout experience causes you to lose money on StanStore. So I strongly recommend you switch over to Samcart. I had a whole post, which I will link in the description, on why I don't like StanStore and why I think that you should switch over to Samcart. I have a little bit of a like bias in that I've been a Samcart customer for since 2015, I think it was. So what is that? Almost 10 years I've been a Samcart customer. I really, really, really like them. They've made me a ton of money, so I am pretty loyal. But really where it's coming from very objectively is that they are built to optimize conversions. That's how we get 6 sales per 100 view page or even 25 sales per 100 checkout page. And do the math, right? If you're getting 1 sale per 100 people versus 6 sales between 100 for 100 people, the profit difference on that and what's going into my personal bank account is astronomically different. And it makes, like, let's just say you get 300 people to view your checkout page. That's 18 sales, which let's just say you have an average order total of $50, right? So 18 times 50, that's almost $1,000 versus $150, right? That's a really big difference. And that's why I really like Samcart, is because they are built very intentionally to optimize for conversion. So it's up to you. It's your choice. I just feel very strongly about it because it's made me so much money. And I hate to see you guys work so hard to send all that traffic to a StanStore and then it's just you're flushing your potential customers down the toilet. So if the answer to all of these questions is yes, of these 4 questions is yes, then you move on to 3 stages of optimization. So you're going to optimize your product messaging, your packaging, and your price. These are the questions you need to answer, and they need to all be yes when you're done. Does my product solve one problem? Do I clearly convey the solution my product solves on my landing page? Do I focus on just the benefits of my product versus just the features? So like, what do you get? Am I demonstrating that I know the pain points of my target audience and how my product will help solve these? Is it abundantly clear what my product includes? Abundantly clear is used very intentionally. Do I have a sneak peek video of what's included in my product on my landing page? Do I have a full mock-up image of my product on my landing page? Am I charging too much for my product? So if the answer to, I guess, all of those except the last one is yes, then you move on to stage 2 of optimization, which is a software that we recommend called UseProof. So do I have UseProof installed? If you go to any one of my products, you can see here, this here on the bottom left, it's kind of blocked on the screen. I know you're not fully seeing it, but anytime I have a customer buy this product, it'll pop up. Okay, so she purchased the content kit 28 minutes ago, verified by proof. This is the software that we recommend doing that. Whenever we forget to install UseProof, whenever we forget to install UseProof and we'll be like, why is our landing page not converting so well? Like it's converting much lower than normal. And then we're like, oh, it's because we didn't install UseProof. Do I have customer testimonials or success stories on my landing page? If you're new, that's fine. You can go back and add those later. And you can see here the secondary solution is if I don't have testimonials, do I share my own personal social proof to demonstrate that I'm an expert? You can't get around social proof. People will not buy if you don't provide social proof on your checkout page. And so if you don't have customer testimonials or success stories, like if you go to my passive income course here, I'll go to passive income course. I feel like I'm going to type something wrong here. Hang on. Okay, so if you scroll down, where is it? Like any one of these success stories, these are really well done. So my student Diana, this is for my passive income course. So this is if you are a passive income course student, you are in this course. My student Diane started implementing my passive income system and made 5 sales and $630 in her first 11 days. A little further, my student Renata took my passive income with Instagram course and made 150 sales and $14,000 in her first 60 days. My student Charlotte enrolled. Like, this is just how we do it on our landing pages, and it works really, really well. And then finally, optimize stage 3, page layout. Do I make my landing pages follow a similar format to Maria's? Like, for God's sake, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in advertising dollars. We've had hundreds of thousands of people visit our pages. We've run hundreds of tests and experiments. For God's sake, save yourself some effort and time and just follow the model of our landing pages. We do what works. Do I avoid large blocks of text? You guys are chronic. You guys chronically mess this one up, and you have these big fat paragraphs of text on your landing page that nobody ever reads. Do I have my page optimized for mobile? Does my landing page have lots of images to help break up text? Does my landing page have several call to actions, buttons throughout? Do I use different formatting tools such as headlines, bullet points, check marks, etc. to break up the page? You guys, if you just take a step back and look at this landing page, this is for my very popular passive income course. Look how many images. Look how many, if we refresh, this is one of my favorite things, is how much this little thing. There's so much visually happening here to break up the text. You have this headline style, and then you have this headline style. And then you switch back. And then we have the little circles and the little pink arrows. Even this little box with the menu of what you get in passive income. This screenshot of proof. A little, even one of the things people worry about is oh, I'm gonna have to invest a lot of equipment. This is my literal iPhone. It looks just like this. It's broken AF. And it's what I use to make reels. You just need a phone, honestly. And not even a good phone. There's our little sneak peek video. And there's another one, actually. We have 2. So honestly, if you just follow what we suggest, what we do on our landing pages, that's going to take you really far. Okay, so to tie this all back together, if you don't have passive income with Instagram, the course, I highly recommend you get it. Our students do really, really well with it. If you are struggling and you can't figure out what's not working, what I do not want I don't want to happen is you to think, oh, passive income doesn't work. It's not for me. And you miss out on this incredible opportunity and this incredible life-changing income stream. That would be my worst nightmare. I don't want that for you. Instead, I want you to diagnose one of these 3 issues. Say, okay, I'm doing this, or I'm not getting this, or I'm not getting this, and then implement what we just talked about in this video. And then there's one other thing I want to show you. Let me just go to my YouTube channel. Hang on. There's another video that I want you to watch. The other video that I want you to watch is, where is it? One second. It's the digital product one. Where the hell is that one? I'm going to pause this. Okay, we got it. It is this one here, and I'll link to it so you don't have to do what I just did because that was a bunch of nonsense. But How to Sell Digital Products Beginner's Guide. Highly, highly recommend this video as the one that you watch next. So I'll see you there.